I'm continuing this series comparing ChatGPT and Gemini in the design process. Today we're looking at image editing with prompts only. One of the best uses of AI imagery is to change specific details like color, composition, materials, lighting. You can do these edits quickly instead of going to Photoshop-like tools. However, you need to get your language right. Let's see how both these models handle this. Before I go into the examples, I'll give you the general rule of taking things one step at a time. So like in my previous video of using reference images to change different elements in your imagery, you want to make these changes one step at a time and not to ask the AI to do too much too soon. For my first example, I'm going to show an image that we designed for an old company I used to work for, a high-tech company that developed a digital thread and yarn dyeing technology. Like a printer, it took sewing thread, embroidery threads, knitting yarn, and colored those in a digital manner, like a digital printer. So we had this design for one of the brochures we were doing, thread making up these kind of shapes of this lady's hair in embroideries of different colors and gradients. But this is basically a 2D graphic design, and I uploaded it into Gemini. If you use the thinking model and you click here, Tools, and Create Image, you're going to get Nano Banana Pro images. If you go back to Fast now and click Create Images, you're going to use the Nano Banana 2, the new version of Nano Banana. Now, if we look at the quality change between the two, this is Nano Banana 2 and this is Nano Banana Pro. Number 2 has, the new version is slightly better quality. I can see that it has just more details here in the embroidery. It looks more realistic, much more realistic. Much more depth to the texture, not by that big a difference. And its behavior is quite similar. It's better at text, it's better at understanding prompts. You still have to deal with it in the same way as the previous versions. So I prompted it, make this design look realistic and photographic, where the filled areas are embroidered using a variety of embroidery techniques that is logical per element, and where their lines make them look like embroidery thread. Keep the coloring the same on a pure white background. Keep the image aspect ratio the same. Really important with Gemini. You want to emphasize the aspect ratio you want because it has this tendency of just changing it, and it generated that image that I showed you. So now it looks just more photographic. It looks like it's a real embroidery rather than this 2D graphic feel, although it's quite well done and rendered here. But here I got more of a realistic idea. So now let's say I want to make this change of make the background pure flat black and change the color of the thread that depicts what's supposed to be face. I wrote here fast, but it understood me what I meant, of the woman, yellow thread. So it generated me this image. It understood, even though I did a typo, it understood to make her face yellow thread. It's not a pure black, but what it's done, and I've noticed this flat white background is actually fabric. It understood that it's an embroidery, so it should be on fabric. It considered this as a black fabric, which I could ask it to change. And now I can visualize it now with a different coloring. I don't need to go back into Photoshop or Illustrator where I made that design and change it manually. Yeah, within seconds, I've got a new idea of how would it look on a black background. And then I said, make the thread color that depicts the face pink in color and make the background pure black. Now it ignored me and makes the background pure black, but it did change the face to a pink color. Just a quick way of of visualizing your design. Now I did it in ChatGPT and it gave me a similar result, except it kind of multicolored her face, and it does look still a little bit more graphic-y. Doesn't look as realistic as Gemini or Nano Banana, and also made some mistakes here. This eyelash, that if I were to compare in terms of quality, Nano Banana did better job for me. And I said, now make the thread color that depicts the face pink in color and make the background pure black. And again, it got this area wrong, but it understood what I want and it gave me a pure black background. I can visualize quickly what it would look like in different coloring. In addition, I asked it to redesign it, to help me redesign. So I took the same image again and I said, keep the face of this woman the same and the shapes adjacent to her face the same. Reshape the elements of the rest of the hair in a more flowing and less dense style. as if the wind is blowing towards the left of frame. The hair should look as if it's made by embroidery and stitching. It did loosen it up a bit. It reduced some of the elements, but not by much. So I said, make the hair less dense still. It did it a little bit, but it kind of is more or less the same as what it did. So I said, use this last image and keep the face of the woman the same and the shapes adjacent to her face the same. So I repeated that. Reshape the elements of the rest of the hair in a more flowing, much less dense style, as if the wind is blowing towards the left of frame. The hair should still look as if made by embroidery and stitching. It didn't do anything. It didn't make a change. And that is something that Nano Banana will do. ChatGPT as well sometimes, but Gemini, for some reason, you have to tell it, just like I've said, actually, use the last image that you generated as your base. And then in the prompt, you really have to emphasize the change that you want. So here I didn't really give it enough emphasis. I then decided redesign it completely with the same idea of the hair made of embroidery and stitched elements with thread, but keep the face the same. So I'm giving it now free rein to do whatever it wants. It kept the shape more or less the same, but just completely changed the elements and coloring, and also made things unrealistic here. So I said, redesign it completely using a different shape for a different version. And now it did its own thing and redesigned it with its own colors. It's a good example of how you can take your designs, graphic designs, your early design concepts, and play with them. Play with coloring, play with shapes, see what pops up from Gemini. And I said, vary the coloring to include all colors of the spectrum. So now I have even more colorful and create all these effects. You can now play with ideas, make the face of the lady look like thick embroidery thread and the hair around her face embroidered as well. And it gave me this idea. And I can look at it and say, okay, this looks ugly compared to what I originally wanted. Let's not go with that. Yeah, so ChatGPT did a similar thing. I told it reduce the amount of elements in the hair, and it gave me this. So maybe this actually makes more sense, or do I want it more filled up? I could give it very specific embroidery terms, like do I want a cross stitching? Do I want a patch as on the bottom part? So I can direct it where I want the changes as well using language. I said redesign the original image completely with the same idea of the hair made of embroidery and stitched elements with thread, but keep the face the same. So the same prompt as Gemini, and it generated me this image, which actually is kind of what I was thinking, a lot more flowy, a lot more, but it's got some mistakes in the stitching and it doesn't look realistic, to be honest. So I could prompt it and push it to try to give me that look. If you're using both ChatGPT and Gemini, I would take this image, download it, upload it into Nano Banana 2 now, and ask it to generate this image into a more realistic version that makes sense in terms of stitching, that keeps any satin stitch, which is what it's called. This kind of zigzag stitch here is a satin stitch. So I would say make sure that the stitching, for example, satin stitches are consistent, and play with it and come up with new designs based on my original design. In another example from my previous company, I created this image that showed a white yarn or a white thread going through a prism and turning into the different colors of the rainbow to kind of mimic the idea of this being a digital interface that changes the color of white thread to multicolor. For a kind of a flyer that we were going to send out to clients, created in a 3D software, and it looked okay. It passed. The composition is a bit off, to be honest. I would like the prism to be more left. So I created an image of it in plain without the text, and I pushed it and I left this part empty, and I uploaded it into Gemini, prompted it, generate a realistic photographic image of this design showing a white embroidery thread entering a glass prism and with multiple number of thread in different colors of the spectrum emerging from the right side of the prism. Continue the thread to the edge of the frame on the right. Keep the white background with the reflection on the floor of the prism. Keep the aspect ratio of the image the same. Notice I'm being quite obvious. Again, it's really important that you do this with your prompting. Even if it's self-evident in the image what's going on, explain to the AI what you expect to see from its generated image. So don't assume that it understands fully what's in the image and what to do. Like if I said generate a realistic photographic image of this, it might do it, but it might not, or it might do something similar. It interprets your prompt and then interprets the image it sees for itself. So if you do not direct it properly, it'll get it wrong. So it generated this image and the yarn or the thread is much too thick. So I said, make the thread thinner like in the original image. You see, this is what I mean about it interpreting things in its own way. That particular piece of information should have been written into the original prompt and keep the thread the same thickness. Whatever you want to keep here the same, tell it. And so it did it in the end. And yeah, more realistic than I had rendered in 3D. And I could take this and upscale it to fit the needs. It just looks a lot better than what I had generated here. You can see it's not, I didn't do a bad job with the 3D element, but there was something fake here, right? There's something kind of flat and fake. Then I said to it, add the text digital dyeing in white on the side of the prism in a courier style font. I was trying to see if I can create this kind of effect here. It's not bad. So I said to it, make the font smaller and make it look like it's etched into the glass, not embossed. So it kind of did it. It didn't make it smaller. And again, I'm using Nano Banana Pro. I'd expect Nano Banana 2 to get this more right. Then I said, change the background to a pure black to suit a magazine quality image. So it did that. Suddenly I can say to myself, wait a minute, what if I want the coloring to be different, to kind of highlight the color and create more contrast than the white background? And ChatGPT, I gave it the same process. Notice another thing with ChatGPT here, I've got a more horizontal framing, and ChatGPT makes it more square. So already I've lost some of that aspect ratio. I've also lost the composition. It didn't do it right. It did the coloring of the thread on the right is awful. So I said, keep the composition the same as the original. It didn't know how to do that. For some reason, in this particular example, it didn't do a good job. So you'll find sometimes that one of these models will just not perform right. My advice to you is to either go to the other one or find a different image model that might understand this better, like Seed Dance. So for the next example, I want to go over how to change color. Again, although I touched upon it already, in the company I worked with, I often had to use this image of a cone of yarn, white yarn, but sometimes I needed it in different colors. So what would I do is I would mask that and go into Photoshop and change the color, and it never looked like a real cone of color. So imagine I had AI though in those days. I would have brought this white yarn, which I'd taken a photograph of, and said, change the color of this spool of white yarn into a spool of red yarn. And it gives me the image as it would actually look. It's very difficult to get that kind of feel and look in Photoshop. You can also, in Gemini and in ChatGPT, give it a hex code, so a color in hex code. If I say to it, now change it to hex number 1561A1, if you look at the color in Photoshop, it's this kind of blue, and it generated the yarn in that blue. Quite similar, of course, not perfect. You're not going to get perfect, accurate color. If we look at this, this is a bit dark, but of course I can then take it to Photoshop or to another kind of Photoshop-like software and play with saturation and hue and just lift the blue up. But it looks like an actual photograph of a blue yarn. So in ChatGPT, did exactly the same thing. It gave me a more saturated, but again, I just said red, so it is red. And it literally is the same spool, just now in red. Said to change it to hex that blue color, and it gave it to me as well. It's a bit more saturated and bright. So this is more kind of a cobalt blue versus this, it's slightly more muted. So it's not accurate with the hex codes. They're both still not accurate on that level, but they're close enough. Yeah, it's close that you can actually take it to your design software and work with it and adjust it. Next example, you've got photographic style images like this, and you want to create a post. You're not happy with something. In this case, let's say this lady, this aspect of her persona is where she's talking to a crowd, public speaker, let's say. We want her to have a more expressive pose. Ask it to do that. Change the pose of the woman on the right to be more expansive, as if she's presenting to a large audience. Keep everything else in the image the same. And we get that. Then I said, replace the woman that is in the image with an African man in the same pose in the 4 different personas. Keep everything else the same. So I can now play with different characters. The image idea the same, the design, the composition the same. I can say, make the personas the same man with the same haircut. Because I noticed here, they're not quite the same. This guy's got longer hair. It looks like the same man, just different. Actually, that would have made sense to have different haircuts. But I try to get it more close to each other. It did a slight change. It wasn't that big a change. Make the man on the right face forward as if he's presenting to a large audience. So it did that change as well. So you can see I'm taking things a step at a time. I'm not asking it to do too much at any point in time. And then I said, make the man on the right wear red sneakers. He gave him red sneakers, and any little tweak I can make the artist persona wear clothes more fitting of a painter, then it won't went a little bit overboard. He's just sketching and he looks like he's just rolling around in paint. But I'm getting all these small iterative changes that I need to the design concept that I want. Yeah, if I wanted a change in the wall, I could ask for that. Okay, this was interesting. Then I said, change the aspect ratio of the image to 9:16 and bring the men closer to fit the frame. And what it did, it just rotated the image 90 degrees. I don't understand why Gemini didn't understand this. And I asked it what happened. It didn't give me a good explanation. So I told it what it is I want. It understood what I want. So I said, just do it. It did understand that finally and gave me this image. So in ChatGPT, gave it the same image. Again, I had that issue of it being horizontal and it gave me in a more square aspect ratio. So crop this lady here on the left and didn't leave much space on the right. So I asked it to fix that. It did. It changed the kind of appearance of her slightly and gave it different lighting. But once I asked it to kind of recompose everything, it had to come up with the image the same and just shifted the lighting a bit. It was a bit more brighter. So I said, good, now replace it, the women with the African man in the same pose in the 4 different personas. And actually, this did a better job than Gemini in the sense of keeping the poses. Remember, Gemini had changed their poses a little bit, especially him, the man who's presenting. Then I said, make the artist persona wear clothes more fitting of a painter. So I did the same thing. I went overboard and gave him a bit of a cap. So he looks more like, I don't know, as someone working in a workshop rather than an actual painter. But again, if I'm more specific and I give it clothes and I tell it exactly what kind of clothes I would expect, how much paint stains do I want, you need to be that specific and that detailed to get the look that you want in your design. So I'd make the man on the left wear sneakers. So he gave him white sneakers. And this is again I said make the sneakers red, and it gave everyone red sneakers. Why? Again, same as I've explained before. I'm being very vague. I'm being lazy as well, to be honest. I should say, take the last image you generated, change the sneakers of the man on the left to red sneakers. Yeah? And then there's no ambiguity of what it is I want from the image. I said, for the man on the left only, not the others. You see, now I'm getting into this weird conversation, expecting it to understand what I want. Then I did the 9:16 vertical image change with the men closer to each other, and ChatGPT did a reasonable job here, except it kept all their sneakers red. It's an advert for sneakers now. You can play with words to get the quick image changes that you want. And you don't need necessarily to go to your Photoshop. You don't necessarily need to go to a free pick. And in free pick, you can edit an image and just kind of mask certain areas and then prompt for the change. So that's a taste of how you can do quick changes using just prompts. It's a really fast way of getting changes into your design work. You can change styles so long as you're really detailed, really specific with your prompts and you know what it is you're asking for. Both models can potentially give you some good design ideas, good new renders of ways of looking at things, and even create like the prism idea. It would have been better to have it on a black background, I think. So I can get that as a final image, even though I started on a white background and had almost accepted it as a final image for the print. It just gives you that ability to quickly test another coloring idea. I did it in 3D. It would have taken me another hour of work where I can save it. I can do it in 15 seconds. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, click the like button and do subscribe to my channel to see more videos in this playlist where I compare ChatGPT and Gemini for uses like turning your sketches into final renders or rendered ideas for your designs, or using reference images and extracting the style, the textures, the colors, the composition from them, and then using that to generate new ideas. So if you want to see that, click on this playlist here. I'll be adding more videos to the playlist, so stay tuned.